need to do is hold the stick and push the button, okay?
Okay.
Bradley, stand right here.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Are you... Stop fucking around. You play too much.
All right, girl. How you want the angle from? Where you want it from? Over the shoulder? You want it over the shoulder? You want it just straight there? Do you want you in the shot? Do I get your whole body? Should I back up?
No. Just get a photo of my hands putting the helmet
Hands
on the
only.
counter. Come here. Come here. So as you probably figured out from the title of this video, I've procured several helmets to try on and to chat about with you guys today. But first, I promised that I would show you guys how to adjust the toe stops on the Crazy Skates Evoke, because a couple of people have been asking, and when I did my review of those skates, I was very confused as to how that worked. Once I finally figured out how to get them up from the factory condition, it made my life a lot easier while I was skating. So I just want to tell you guys that I emailed Crazy Skates and I asked them how in the world they did this, and they told me to procure a set of Allen wrenches, and I was in the hardware store walking around like a dumbass, like, what is an Allen wrench? But I asked the sales associate and they pointed me towards this guy, and they use like metric units over in Australia, so we had a difficult time trying to figure out which wrench I should use. We eventually figured out that we should use the 5. So I think it's all standardized sizes for the set, so use the 5th one. And this is my skate, looking a lot more raggedy than when you guys last saw it, but my toes are still intact, so I have no complaints. This guy right here, it goes in and you twist it, and it's kind of hard to do while I'm holding the skate to the camera. And you don't even need to loosen it all the way. You just loosen it up a little bit, and once you do that, the toe stop just screws. And I really like these toe stops a lot because it's really difficult to lose one this way. Like, I can't see myself really losing a toe stop like this. So I was actually going to do this while my hair was like unwashed before, because that's when it has the most volume and it's the most difficult to flatten down. But I went ahead and washed my hair because it had been way too long since my last wash anyway. So just so you know, this is blown out. So it'll be a lot easier for me to slip them down so that like it'll fit over my head. But yeah, there's several ways to wear your hair so that it makes it easier, and it all depends on the length of your hair. So if somebody has Afro hair and you have shorter hair than me, chances are your hair doesn't really slick down like this easily. Or you would need to use gel to slick your hair down in the front and then pull it all the way back like this. But for myself, it's a lot easier if I don't pull it back at all, because even my low ponytail has too much volume for it. So this part makes the helmet fit awkwardly and it starts choking me at the neck. So I don't like to wear it down or back, like pulled back. But another way that I wear my hair is up. So I pretty much just pull it up into like that, but that's just how I normally wear my hair. But somebody told me to try like doing this style, which I do as my lazy day style, to shove it into the helmet, and that it might be easier. So I'm just going to demonstrate the different ways that you can wear a helmet if you have Afro hair like mine. The 3 helmets that I have today are this one that has a like normal size? I don't know. It seems a little bit small. The thing about this helmet is that it has a thick liner on the inside, which makes it fit more snugly on your head. Now, since my hair is blown out, it'll probably fit better, but it still doesn't really fit. Ah! The ideal amount of space that you want on your helmet is having enough room to just put one finger through there, but not tight enough to choke you. So I will tighten this up. However, you can still see that the helmet sits on top of my head and on top of my hair, mainly because the helmet is small and the liner is thick. I don't get as much protection on my head at all because it doesn't actually surround my head like it's supposed to. Now, the safety regulations for having a helmet that like can be sold is very strict. So it has to pass certain tests, and it has to make sure that it fits your head properly. When they run these tests, they do it with the assumption that the helmet is going to fit with the top low down on your forehead and surrounding your actual head. Because of this, it would be difficult to make a helmet that has like a hole in the top to have like the hair stick through, because it's not as safe that way, and like it's not safety tested, so like it doesn't protect your head as much. So this won't work. The second helmet is a medium-sized S1 helmet, and it does fit my hair, but under certain circumstances. So if my hair is deciding that it wants to misbehave or stick up more than usual, or it's not a fresh blowout like this one, and every day that you're skating you're not going to have a fresh blowout, like period, it makes it more difficult. The liner in this one is like a medium-sized one, so it's not too thin and it's not too thick. However, I did purchase another thinner liner when I purchased this helmet so that I could adjust it for what I need. Now, the issue with this helmet is that it only fits my hair and my head properly when it's like this. So you can see that it goes down low on my forehead like it's supposed to. But when I was wearing it the other day, it was actually choking me, even though it wasn't that tight. And you're supposed to wear your helmet so that it doesn't wiggle and have a lot of room and it fits snug on your head. Because there's that space on my head between my hair and the actual helmet, it's going to be a little bit difficult and not protect me as much as if it were otherwise, or if my hair just laid flat down straight. Now, this helmet is not going to fit like if you have hair that grows up like I do and you don't blow it out. It's not going to fit. Like if my hair wasn't blow dried, I'd have a hard time. And I had a hard time the other day because while I was out skating with my friends, it started raining. So we moved from the park to like the flat courts, and my hair started puffing up because there are the holes in the helmet, and then the helmet started choking me because my hair started rising. It's not good, and it's not safe that way. Like you just can't wear it like that. So this third helmet I got from Dumacorn, which thank you so much. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. This helmet and the previous one that I showed you were both S1 helmets, and they have a great reputation for being all around really good protective helmets that skaters use, and they're the go-tos for those. So this one doesn't have a liner in it at all, because the Velcro for the liner in the back, I don't have it right now. But I'm going to put in like a really thin liner and see. But this one, where's my strap? I got the strap. Okay, this one's not all the way tight, and I don't feel like navigating, figuring out where it is in between all of this, but this one fits a lot better. So there's a little bit of wiggle, but not really. If I put in a liner, that would definitely help it. But I have my 360 coverage. Oh yes, we love to see it. And it goes down low on my forehead. So I think that this one is the winner, and this is the one that I'm going to feel the most comfortable skating in when I'm at the skate park. Another way that I want to see if I can wear it is if I pull my hair, to the top of my head and kind of just stuff it in the helmet. It's not all really going in there, but it does fit. That actually looks really cute. I look like a horseback rider. It does feel a little bit tighter underneath my chin though, because my hair is raising up the helmet. And I feel like it wouldn't be as protective because the hair is blocking the actual helmet, and it could make it more easy to slip. But I think that that issue would be fixed if I put a liner in. It's actually kind of making me want to cut my hair. I think I look good this way. So the S1 helmets are the truth, but the only thing is you're not going to find helmets like that in like a big box sports store. Like I checked out Dick's Sporting Goods and I did not see anything that would work there. It was all just like kids helmets and helmets for people without, you know, as much baggage up here going on. I looked in Target and I still didn't see anything. I saw some helmets that were similar to this one right here, but other than that, I didn't really see anything. So I had to go to like a specialty skate shop that sells helmets, and they all had S1 helmets, which was awesome. The only thing about those helmets is that they are expensive, and helmets are only good for like one serious impact. So if you have a fall and you hit your head, that destroys the integrity of your helmet and you're going to have to replace that. So it costs like $65 just for one of the S1 helmets. And this one is the, I believe it's 23.5 inches? No, this one is like 23, and I believe that one is like 25.5 inches. So the price difference I don't think is that much. So if you're going to need like a second helmet or a backup helmet, it's going to get kind of steep having to replace a helmet if you damage it or something like that. So even though this helmet will work, it makes me really irritated that we have to pay so much more and we can't just go into like a store and get a helmet. As far as I know, S1 is the only helmet maker who makes a helmet that big from what I've seen. And I've looked around several places. I also saw a headband that gets hard on impact that you're supposed to wear underneath your helmet to make it more safe, and they say that it makes it 30% more safe. I'm not going to tell you the name of it because nobody is paying me to. However, look it up, and I think that it would also help like mitigate the damage that you take from the fluff being up here and not being close to your helmet, and it'll probably make the helmet fit more, so I might try it out. The only thing is it's kind of expensive. Like, it's about a little more than half the cost of the helmet itself, and you know, nobody wants to get a concussion, but that still adds up to be a lot of money. I really want to know how easy or difficult it would be to get a helmet that has like either 2 holes that'll fit puffballs or 1 hole at the top for like a puffball to go through. I want to know how safe it would be to actually do that, or if there would be a company that would be willing to, you know, test that sort of product, because there is a demand on it. I posted on my Instagram stories about myself bitching about not being able to find a proper helmet after going to so many stores until I was sent this big boy. And a lot of people were telling me that they related. Not even just people with natural hair either. Like, you know, natural hairstyles like braids and locks are really difficult to fit inside of a helmet unless you have a big boy. But there were people telling me like, you know, I just have a fat ass head and I have difficulty finding a helmet for myself, and the only helmet that fits is the S1 helmet, the really big one. Even with the helmets that have holes inside of them for pigtails that were safety tested and released onto the market, the holes are so small, I would be able to fit like this. Like maybe this would go through. Maybe. Even if it's not completely safe, I feel like it would still be safer than not having a helmet, because there are people who don't have a helmet because they can't afford to get a really big one that'll fit natural hair because they're more expensive, or because they literally just cannot find one. Not everybody has a local skate shop that carries a variety of different sizes and colors and things like that of S1 helmets. So I really hope that somebody decides to take that on as a project, or at least pitch it somewhere. Like, I don't even need credit for it. I just want something that'll be more effective than pulling up my hair and shoving it all in a helmet that might or might not protect my noggin at the end of the day.